Yes, we're making a bowl to celebrate Pride Month, but honestly, the way the colors and textures came together after finishing and polishing blew me away. I'm seriously proud of my pride. See what I did there? Normally, I use resin as a supporting actor to the wood, which I like to keep the star of the show, but today I'm flipping the script. This time, the resin takes center stage while the wood still holds an important and deep meaning in a celebration of color, identity, and craft. Before we get to turning, we've got to build our blank. Usually, I design the blank with aesthetics front and center, but for this piece, I'm shifting gears and focusing on symbolism. And yeah, it still ends up looking beautiful. I'm using a large tree root, which I've cut into 7 pieces. Why the root? Well, for me, roots represent a shared foundation where we all come from. And why 7 pieces? That's our old friend Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I packed the roots in with wood chips to represent all of us. Unique, a little messy, but tightly bound together. Time to add some color. The plan is to pour red, blue, and yellow into different sections of the bowl and let them blend naturally into a full rainbow. The first pour is a small one, just to cover all the wood shavings. It acts like glue for me. If I dumped it all in now, the wood shavings would float like marshmallows in hot cocoa. I don't want that. And yes, in this pour I used green instead of yellow. And no, green is not a primary color. I got called out by my wife around the fire pit that night while explaining my project. She gave me a crash course in color theory. I swallowed my pride. Yep, did it again. Another pride joke. I promise it's the last one. The glue layer is cured, so I'm pouring in the rest of my color concoction. I'm adding a layer of white on top to create a soft gradient of the colors as it rises through the blank. Lots of nooks and crannies in this piece, so into the pressure pot it goes to crush those air bubbles. At least, that's my hope. "72 hours later, we got ourselves a bowl blank. Time to rough the outside and cut a tenon so I can mount it securely to the lathe. Let the spinning begin." Now that it's chucked up, I can start shaping the outside. This is the part where the vision in my head starts becoming real, and hopefully it looks as good as I imagined. Even using the pressure pot, you can still see there are bubbles. Persistent little things. We'll take care of those after we hollow it out. Before hollowing, I'm carving down these little root bits that aren't flush with the surface. Better to deal with them now than have them catch while the lathe is going. Ask me how I know. I've got the shape and wall thickness where I want them, so it's time to sand. And sand. And sand. And some more sanding. I'll spare you that footage. I barely stayed awake doing it myself. Now the bowl is on my slow turner, which spins at a whopping 6 or 7 RPM. Perfect for applying tabletop resin that self-levels as it cures. This fills in all those annoying air bubble craters we created. Once it's cured, I'll sand it back down to re-expose the wood while smoothing out the surface. Again, I'll do the sanding off camera so I don't lose you to a nap. Then, after that's done, we'll be back and we'll mount it onto the vacuum chuck and finish the bottom. I'm trying to make the bottom as thin as possible. I envision this piece being displayed in front of a window, and I want all those vibrant colors we worked so hard on to light up like stained glass. A little buffing, a few final touches, and we're done. This project felt different to me. More intentional, more symbolic. I really tried to build meaning into every step of the design. Thanks for joining me on this one. I hope you enjoyed watching me create the Pride Bowl. Now, stick around for some close-up shots because this one deserves the spotlight.